And now we're going to take the exit, which is here. Because basically, if you haven't turned the... There we go. Turning these valves must have drained the water that was in this room. There was a ladder I could reach. If you come here without turning on the valve, without turning all the valves until they click, then what will happen is it will tell you, like, there's water, maybe you can find some way to drain it. Since I've played the game before, I knew what I was doing. Looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd shaped I had no idea what it might open. Let's try going back, because I want to see if I can open that locked door. Let's have a look. I guess not. Okay, moving on. I guess I can't open that door. Let's continue on and see what else we can discover. There's shit all over these walls. Take better care of your house. Moving on. So, the safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? Okay. Door was locked, I could see a faint light within. But, well, I can't open it. Let's go. Another wall. Let's have a look in here. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what had happened. Maybe the VHS tape I found could be useful. Oh my god. I found another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? I thought about the knife I found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. But he didn't. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking. Where did I come up from? Did I come up here? I think I did. Yeah. I used the keyring to unlock the door. Let's check in here. Shelf full of security tapes was strictly organised, though covered in dust. Looked like the tape I found was the one that was missing from the shelf. There was a dusty VCR on the security desk. I wonder what was on that VHS tape I found. Did it play the tape? Let's play it. Oh no. The video showed a man right there in the sewers being attacked. The tape looked fuzzy and stretched, like someone had tampered with it. There could have been two men. My god. What happened here? I couldn't stand to watch that video again. Shit. Let's go. I'm gonna see if I can open that musty door again, so... Shouldn't take me long to get there. Shouldn't take me that long. I do want to check. Oh. So there's the exit. Oh yeah, it was this way, wasn't it? Blah 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 blah. Let's go. And I tried a bunch of the keys on the keyring I found on that sewer worker, and one of them seemed to fit. So let's see what I can find in here. A collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. The wall was littered with dozens of old faded papers. Whoever did this was obsessed with some local murders. According to some of the clippings, bodies had been found in ravines, in the forest, and in one case, dumped in the back of an abandoned truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought some of the same articles had also been posted up back in those tunnels. There's one more thing. A faded receipt was half trampled on the floor. It was from the local train station. It was from the local train station and was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what use it could be, but did I keep the receipt? Let's keep it. I neatly folded the soiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Well, at least the VCR wasn't interesting. Let's take... Fuck. That made me jump a little bit. Oh shit. Okay. Let's move on, shall we? Oh, you fucking dick. Right. Yeah, time to move on a little bit. Let's move on. So, have I been in there? I haven't. Yeah, let's move this way. This must have been the other end of that ventilation shaft. Whoever used it could have gotten past that flooded room with this. Did I do that? Possibly. Let's move on. And another ladder. Would I need that gun or that knife before the end? Both weighed me down and aggravated my leg as I climbed that old ladder. The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those clippings away in that locked room? Suddenly, the awful smell of that sewer gave way to a pine-scented blast of fresh air. Yay, we're out! I like the little detail of like seeing little eyes just poking in and out, coming in and out in the background. Is kind of creepy. I always think the cloud effect is pretty cool, like fog effect, and a new like metal rusted gate noise. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Let's extend the ladder. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Let's go up. More bats. Batman's near. Run away. Man, this old water tower's seen better days. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass there was a beat up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Let's take it. I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. So that starts this bit now, where you have to search for your cards. Fascinating. From the railing, I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had it come through here before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Fuck. Moving on. Nothing else to see in the water tower, so let's go back down and continue on in this direction. There's something in that direction. Damn eyes. I tried the little key I fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. Oh, my reading. The night air had become strangely chilly. Okay, let's try this way first. What the fuck? Oh, it's a little light. Interesting. Let's go this way. There's nothing that way. Let's enter this building. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. My reading's going to shit. This is not good. Ooh, let me just hang up. Let's have a look. There's a pulley. Can I pull that? Damn it. That looked like a little... let's try in here. An old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. Inside the ticket window were sheets of paper and... Wait, what were these? Train receipts? I thought the receipt bits might match these, but of course not. This station had been closed for years. The ticket must have been for the newer station that opened up at the other side of town after this one was abandoned. However, I noticed a series of fresh air looking paper covered in tiny notes, scribbles and diagrams. Can I read it? It looked like someone had been leafing through the old ledgers, looking for something. A name, perhaps? Okay. Let's check everything we can here. Drink. So let's look this way. Nope, can't pull that. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course! The map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's shelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? Who knows? Can't pull that. I think there's a door. It's in that way. Here we are. It's an old train. The old train was ripped open, hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence. Was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train shell I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was someone shot here? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realised I was touching the gun I'd found, as I thought. Probably nothing. Let's leave this area and let's move on, see what else we can find. His design's kind of cool. I like his design. Kind of red-headed bastard. So let's move this way. So we came through this door, so let's check. Nothing that way. Okay. Onwards to new areas. Another rusty metal gate. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. So this brings in a new kind of thing, which is holes. Ooh, look at that. Holes in bushes that you can go through. What's this? Travelling into dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Let's take my card. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I can find my driver's license too. Let's see. Let's check. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. Wonder if I can find my way around. Damn. Let's go down here. So what's this way? So there's one thing. It vibrated. My control vibrated. That's kind of cool as well. The controller vibrates from time to time. Kind of freaks you out a little bit. There was a fire pit there. It was still a bit warm and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Nice. Two folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. What's in here? The cheap domed tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks and a cooler. Dragon Ball Z? Ooh. No. Not to forget routing through that campsite, someone will walk in on me. Who would come out to a campsite? Oh, stupid question. So yeah, there's a few entrances. So what's... let me check. I'm trying to remember. Did I come through this way? No, I didn't. Ah. We made our way round to... No, no, don't look. No, no. That's not unnerving. Let's go into the outhouse and have a look. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. Who uses this place? Never mind. A musty wooden plank popped up the stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it? Let's take it just in case. Wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. Because I said so, bitch. Who said that? Let's move on. Let's go through this gap. The sign was the same as the first one it's seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Right, let's go back. Because I want to check some of the other places first. So I went in that one, I came out through this one, and I think this is a different new one. Let's have a look. There's something here. There was some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook here there too. Did I read it? Yes. So the cheap dollar store notebook inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The news page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, and Rachel. Rachel. Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Fuck. So you might remember that we saw a page which had like illegible notes. Could be that that was another copy of that. So let's go this way. Because I think this is... Are we back at the beginning? No, we're not. We're in a different place now. Let's have a look. Ah, I think that's the way back, isn't it? Okay. I think I've checked everywhere, so... let's move on. Let's go... which one was it? I think it was this one. Yeah, here we are. Then this one. And we're out. I didn't know who was camping back there, but I couldn't bear to stick around to look for them. I just wanted to get out of there. You selfish prick. Move on. I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Let's go then. What kind of... Never mind. I was going to say, what kind of fucking woods have metal gates? Weird. Through the dense trees I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me would lead. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean. And where were the campers who had abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? I do, because I played it before. Let's go. Nothing there. And now the path starts to change. That is one thing I like as well, that during the whole forest area there's no music at all, and in the first area where we were at, that big house, there was a lot of like really weird creepy music, so this is cool. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognised the auto parts factory where I'd worked as a machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it's just the wind. Who's that? That's right, don't follow me, bitch. Let's move on. To the door. Let's go through here first. See what we can find. All I find is dead bodies. I found the body of a security guard just doing his job, no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? What did I do? Move on. There was something in the ground. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Yes, take it. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. Because I'm weird like that. Okay. I wish I could remember. Why was all my stuff missing? Do you know, pal? Rude. Let's move on. And